Hello, BookTube. It's haul time. I don't know when was the last time I had done a book haul, but this is pretty much what I've got for myself for literally the last, I don't even know how long. There's no order to this, it's chaos. And this is to replace all of the bad philosophy books I got. I had to cleanse myself and get some more books. So let's start with what I have. We're going to start with the Australian political books because I've got nothing else to do with my life. Here is Andrew Fisher's biography by David Day. Um, Fisher was our prime minister during World War One. I know he had beef with Churchill because Churchill sent us into Gallipoli, and Fisher said it was a mistake as it was, and Churchill never apologized or never acknowledged it, and that's literally all I know. I know Fisher was important, but we have him here. I'm going to get to that someday. And then I have a massive biography of Alfred Deakin, who's one of our early prime ministers too. This was done by the Deakin University here because we named a uni after him. And this pre-edition was literally $20. So we got this nice biography. It's got, I don't know, drawings on the inside too. So I have that. I know, very interesting here. And then I have afterwards the post-prime ministerial speeches by Mr. Paul Keating, of course. He's been on my channel before. I've mentioned him a lot. But I'm to the point where I'm stuck reading his speeches. And it's not even his speeches when he was in power. It's after he had his run as prime minister and has treasurer and all that. But anyway, I have this too because why not? And then I have No Power Greater by Liam Barn. This is by, I can't say his name. This is a history of the Labour government in Australia and how this is about unions in Australia and how unions pretty much became our first major government party in Australia. We were the first country to ever have a government created by unions too, which is very cool, but this is just a short history about it that came out this year. So let's get to the cleansing stuff here. This is in no order. We have Sophie Jordan's The Duke Effect. We love Sophie Jordan here, so I thought I'd pick up some more of her. We have To Pleasure a Duke by Sarah Bennett. I love my Sarah Bennett, so I found this and I'm picking it up. And then I've already read this one, but I haven't showed you. It's a Duke worth fighting for. Pick this up. It's literally one of my favorite romances ever. And then I have Funny Story by Emily Henry. I've read this one when it came out, and I have all of Emily Henry's romances, but I don't have this one, so I needed to pick it up because why not? And then I have a book that I loved the first time I read it, and I got rid of it, but I'm like, oh, I need to go back to it because pretty much while I've been recovering, I've been watching the Rocky movies, and for some reason they've made me so emotional. I'm weeping while Sylvester Stallone works out, and I don't know why. And I thought I need a sports romance, but then I've never clicked with any sports romances. The only one I've ever liked is Fangirl Down by Tessa Bailey, but outside of that, I've done your ice hockey ones. I've never done anything, and I can't find a boxer romance because I'm like, oh, I may as well try one if I like Rocky. But anyway, I picked up The Wall, Winnipeg and Me. I've read this years ago, but I loved it back then, so I thought I'd buy it and give it another try. I also, if I want to find more Mariana Zapata, I want to do Colty as well. But those are the only two I've read, but I thought I'd start back by getting this one. And then I have Lessons in the South by Lesson in Seduction by Sarah Bennett. What do I need to say? It's Sarah Bennett. She's awesome. Pick her up. And then I recently unhauled this book. I don't even know when I unhauled it, but I saw it in an op shop and I was like, I need to reread it. And that's To Ghost of the Watchman by Harper Lee. And I got rid of it because I didn't feel comfortable about the controversy around it. But she's dead. I don't care. And I brought this because later in the year, her estate is putting out an anthology of her essays and some of her short stories that never got published. And so I'm all here for that. I am ready to devour that book the day it comes out because I've always loved Harper Lee's writing. And I thought if that's going to come out, I'm going to buy it and I'm going to read it. So I may as well get to go sell Watchmen and give it another try, because I am one of those controversial people who love to go sell the Watchmen, and I love if you consider it like an unofficial sequel to Kill Mockingbird. But I love it. And then I have 3 volumes here of Paul Jennings. I saw he's at an op shop. Paul Jennings is a middle grade short story writer in Australia. He's one of our most famous, and he is the most insane short story writer ever. His stories are so wild and so funny, and if you ever see him, pick him up, because he's iconic. So I've got volume 1 here. I got volume 2 in a paperback, and then I got volume 3 back in another hardcover. So I can't wait to get back to them, because I always loved Paul Jennings. And then I went a bit, this is when you know I'm out of it. I read some Barbara Cartland, and you're like, Andrew, you never liked Barbara Cartland, and I never really have. I've always thought she was so boring and dry and literally nothing going on. But while, like the last week, I've made my way through these 3 books, Two Hearts in Hungary, A Theatre of Love, and Too Precious to Lose. And they're so short, and I've literally forgotten all of them already. And it's been, 3 days since I read these. These were so boring short stories. Yeah, it's like, I don't even say it's Cartland. I was so bored by these, because I saw that this was part 1 in a collection, and I did buy on eBay the second book 2, because I was like, surely I may as well just keep going. And then I also brought a great collection of her novels. So I don't know why I brought that, but I want to like Cartland, because she's so popular, but I never see her anywhere because no one reads her anymore, and I just feel conflicted. But I just like historical romance, and she's like one of the most famous, but she's not famous anymore, so I don't know what to do with her. And I don't really like her. Again, she's the poor man's Georgia Hare. I will say that to the day I die. But again, I don't even know if Cartland's literally in print anymore. But anyway, so I read this, and there's 2 more collections of Barbara Cartland coming, because, I need my Barbara Cartland in my life. And to end all of this haul off, I did buy, a bit wild, A History of the Submarine. Why not? This is just like 500-ish pages. It's chunky hardcover. History of the Submarines. It talks about World War One. I can't remember what it talks about, to be honest. It talks about the pioneers of the 1800s. It talks about World War One. Where else? Again, World War Two, and the Cold War. And I don't know how much technology improved during the Cold War for submarines. But when I read this book, I will be smarter and I will know more about submarines, because the only experience I have with submarines is 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. And I read that book, I don't even know how many times I read it, but it's about time I move on to some non-fiction about this machine thing. So yeah, that was just a quick haul. This was very chaotic. I don't even know what theme or whatever this was. And yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about these books I've hauled. And yeah, thank you so much for watching Book 2, and I'll see you next time.